Alright guys, so we're gonna try to make this quick so that I don't accidentally throw up midstream. But we've got about 2 mil mana here. It's about 10k off. And we're gonna show you how exactly to use it. Because there's a lot of different aspects of the game that need a lot of attention, especially when moving into late game. And if you look, he's getting pretty close. He's definitely mid game. All he's got to do is focus down, realistically. Get a couple more 6 stars up there, starting with those Lucians, which we talked about earlier. He knows what he's doing. World War II ready to send to you. Huh? Anyway, so the first thing he wanted us to do is we've got a couple of summons. He wanted me to buy a little pack. Hey, 2 mil mana. Not for long. So, 1, 2, legendary. Meh. 1, 2. Sure, man. I'll always take free games. Legendary. Ha ha ha. She's pretty good. Build her for Siege. She's actually very good, especially because I don't think. Yeah, you have no immunity. You will love her. Triana's actually very, very good. I mean, you've got Draco, but the harps definitely do better. Yeah, for sure, Jay. I'll hit you up. Man, that still sucks. No nat 5. Oh well. Maybe we'll get something decent off that light dark. But that's not why we're here. That was just a little fun thing to start off. We're gonna start with crafting some runes, because he's got 2 mil. Let's see if he's got a lot of crafting materials. We might blow all your mana on just this. You need to be doing this more. Let's see what you need rune-wise, though, before we go doing anything else. Your Verde's at 100% crit. Not bad. Okay. A little low on the accuracy, but compared to mine, it's good. Yeah, the harps are great. Build them, for sure. 156 speed, Bernard? That's not terrible. We can get him up there. This is 2 slot max, yep, okay. Not bad at all. Honestly, just rating will help that out. Nice, okay, so you did keep quite a lot of runes for me. Quite a lot of good runes. We're gonna have some fun rolling these. What do we got for violent? Ooh. I think that's one of the free ones, but ooh. Okay. So you definitely need violent, for sure. So we're gonna start there. Six-star defense main, you didn't have any of those. We'll keep it for now. You'll probably end up selling it in the future, no speed sub, but that one's gone. Hey Meg. What is TOA norm 50? Vlad? Ooh, there's a legend. Nice. We're gonna keep that. No speed sub, but we're gonna keep that. Not bad, fairly efficient rune. Oh, Vero Perna. Focus those Huadums, the light stick boys, as you put it. Um, but you have to dot them to death, which means you have to output more dots than... Wow! That's a rune! We might run out of mana just doing this. Because you're getting too much I need to keep for you. Ah, that one can go. Flat stat. But yeah, you have to output more dots than Vero can cleanse off and more than Perna can heal. We'll roll that one, but you probably won't end up keeping it. That could get a high crit rate roll. We'll try it. We're gonna have about a mil to work on just violent runes, I think. Probably at this point. Jeez. Yeah, you see what happens when you craft your runes? Alright, we'll leave it alone for a minute. Because now we've got a lot to work on. Yeah, no, don't try to out-tank it. You need Beretta for that stage, 100%. No questions asked. Beretta is the MVP of that stage. Alright, so we're gonna try rolling some of these runes, see how they go. This one, if all else fails, is going to be a great reappraisal target. It's already got an inbuilt stat, so that's going to stay. Gives you a slightly higher percentage of speed possibility. So, I mean, this could very well end up being a 30 speed sub. Though it's looking like it's going to be a 30 resistance sub. Well, 25, but... I was hoping you'd get the attack and crit rate subs. Yeah, you need Beretta for TOA. Dots are key. There's not really another way through. 50's kind of that turning point that forces you to start using them almost every rotation. Honestly, at 50, he should work at 5-star. What is this? 12 tries at 11? There we go. %, crit rate. No reappraisal stones. Oh well. Alright, so more than anything, you need speed. So let's look for some speed subs. Here's one. It's a defense main, which kind of sucks, because I don't know many monsters that you need to run violent on that need speed, you know? Or not speed, that need defense mains. But you never know. You could always get something decent if it rolls anything into speed. If it hits 6, we're going to stop. Yep, nothing. Okay. So that rune... normally I'd sell, but you don't have much in the way in your storage. Yeah, worst case, decent filler for sure. Work for like Bella or something, theoretically, if you don't have any speed there. This rune's not rolling very well. If this next one doesn't go to speed or crit, I think it's a sell. Yeah, definitely just fuse Beretta and Vero, and you should clear it. Beretta Vero is just staple for everything, TOA. We'll keep that. You don't have much in the way of speed and violent. If this one rolls 1 to each, it's probably going to be a sell. And that's kind of how you get your mana back doing this, is you sell the runes that don't roll well. That's why 2 mil is kind of when you want to start doing it. So that you've got a decent jumping off point. Yeah, 1 to each, 13% HP. Do you have anything higher than that right now? Nope. Alright, well I guess we're going to keep that one too. We're not really going to roll any of these. They're not anything super special, but they're definitely something you want to roll in the future. But we're looking at what can really start changing your game. So the first thing we're going to look for is some swift with some speed. Because if we can get your Bernard up there, we can move you into like stable C3 or C3 fighter 3 level, and that's kind of where you want to sit, so you're getting the decent crystal return. Oh man. Oh come on. You're only going to +6. Can we get the speed roll? I think even if it rolls 6 more into speed, it's not gonna boost Bernard at all. Hey, 15. Exactly 6 more into him. He's got 17 there already. But if you can get, say, a high sub there, you can replace that blade rune. So let's see if you've got anything. All speed subs, slot 6, which sucks for everyone. Nah, not really anything worthwhile. You were sorting by grade. Sub property. Yeah, nothing really worth taking off to put on him, other than maybe like Ethna's, which is 15, but nah. The one thing I will note is your Bernard lacks a little bit of accuracy. You want him to be like 40%-ish for giants, but I don't know if you're using him there anymore. Let's see. No, you're not. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Forget what I just said. His accuracy realistically only really matters in giants. If you're using him in PvP, he should not take that second turn. It just shouldn't happen. Alright, so going back to these swift, actually before we go back to these swift runes, let's talk a little bit about what you need to focus. So if you're looking to move into the late game and you already have 2 Lucians, they should be your primary focus. You're already clearing giants, you're already clearing dragons. I don't think you're doing necro yet, but you're probably getting close-ish. Did you fuse Shang Fei? Doesn't look like it yet. Nope, okay. So once you fuse the panda, you'll be moving into necro. You've already got the lich for that. You need to focus down on those dungeon clear teams, because a lot of them, especially the speed teams, can be used in PvP, and then you can consolidate your runes into a couple really good monsters and use them everywhere. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's an eventuality thing at this point. If you're looking to move in, like, you don't need Necro to beat C1, C2. It's like C3 to G3. You need will runes, you need shield runes from dragons, you need rage runes on your Lucians, yada yada. Um, but for where you're at moving into the late game, just getting better dungeon clear times will help you move towards those goals, like Necro, like Raid 5, like high level PvP, which I think is what you're probably heading towards right now. You've got Ethna, which is amazing for Necro. Your Hua is great. We've already looked at her. Looks like you slowed her down a little bit, but she's super tanky. It's interesting. Speed, crit damage, HP, not bad. Yeah, so that's kind of what you're looking at. I'm thinking you're probably gonna want to run Necro before Raid 5 at this point. Only because you don't need, or you don't have Vamp runes. Silence. What Silence does is it stops any abilities with a cooldown that aren't a passive. So like Perna's passive has a cooldown, but it is a passive, so Silence won't stop it. But like Lag won't be able to use either of these skills with a Silence on him. It's similar to, it's if you Silence and Oblivion, they can only auto attack. If that makes any sense towards your answer. It stops their abilities though. Like they can't use them. Anyway, so Ethna needs skills, but you'll get there. Rakan needs skills, but again, you'll get there. Don't worry about building that second Chasen until you're done with your speed teams. Kind of maybe even throw her in storage. Just because you need to focus down on the first sets of monsters that you need to do what you need to do before you move into building duplicates for Siege or for anything else. I would definitely make both Lucians your next 6 stars, which I think you're pretty much ready to do for the most part. 1, 2, 3. Sort by grade. Dark Charger Shark. You're probably gonna use. Oh, those are fusion. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. So you're getting there. You'll be pretty close. I wouldn't worry too much about Rena until you get your Speed Giants team done, so you can get some really high level energy runes for her. But honestly, like, Lucians are self-serving. You build them for PvP, you use them in Giants, and then as you're using them in Giants, you get better runes for them in Giants, and you just continue climbing off just those 2 monsters. Well, just these 4 monsters. You're going to probably use double Lucian, Megan, Bernard, or Orion, depending on what you're looking at. But Bernard's probably your better bet because of the actual speed buff. Now to that, you're also probably going to want to keep Rakan, Chasen, Vero, and Ethna with decent runes on them for an AD. That way you're not just dropping rank as you're farming. So those 8 monsters, I think, are what I would focus on most. And no, Brett, you're my mom and you're gay. How's it going, Rabbit? Been a minute. You gotta get on here and stream with us one of these days. Yeah, anyways, so just focus down on those 8 monsters. The Megan, Bernard, Double Lucian, Rakan, Ethna, Chase and Vero, I think, are probably going to be what you're going to want to look at most. Because Vero is already going to be in your Dragons team. Megan's already going to be in your Dragons team. Double Lucian Bernard's going to be in your Giants team. And that way you've consolidated your runes down pretty heavily. You won't need to focus too hard on everything else you got going on. Oh, jeez. Well, fix that. Summoner's War is greater than life, you know this. Let's see what we can get on some Fatal runes for those Lucians, though. We're basically just trying to get you ready for free rune removal in, what, a week and a half? Something like that. You like that timing? I can set a drink down and be ready to go. 5 Lucian, everything Necro, and 120? That's kind of slow for 5 Lucians, I feel like. Did you guys see the frickin' Boomerang Warrior videos that, Jubagel and Shredded put out with 3 boomerangs and 2 chakrams? They all attack at once. It's dumb in Necro. Like, crazy dumb. Legit, just one of them attacks and the shield's down. That's an 18 speed. Oh, you get the fire chakram? Let me know if you get a boomerang. I'd like to do a video on the 2 of them together, but I haven't pulled any of them yet. Damn. 18 speed, though. Not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, this is a great rune. You can make a decently fast Lucian off some Fatal runes like that. Need some crit rate on some other ones, but... Oh, it's a second skill AoE defense break? I didn't realize it was AoE. I thought it was single target. I haven't found any runes to sell yet. 12 speed, not bad. Not bad at all. That needs to be powered up. For sure, for sure. Oh, also, while I got you guys here, I need a sign-off phrase. I need something to say that says goodbye, but not, you know, go eat a bag of rocks. .32 speed off of Violent? You kept it, right? Flat or not, that's broken. You need that. Come on. Power up. There it goes. We want the crit rate roll. That's what we want here. Good. Good. Too bad you're not in this siege. This one was easy. I think I've got 8 wins so far, and I've still got 2 attacks left. I soloed one with a Rama. It's pretty great. That's a 20 accuracy. Kumar on Destroy is pretty busted, for sure. Let's see if we can get some crit rate or crit damage going here. The unfortunate part is the speed is inbuilt, and I really don't like that. There's an accuracy roll. There's some crit rate. Down to 500k already. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Hey, all I had to do was crack my neck. Yeah, I can imagine that comp would work pretty well. This rune's not bad. We're gonna keep it. I feel like all together would make a pretty cancer arena defense. You've got nothing to heal through a heal block, though, which is all they would do to you. One Colleen to end them all. There's 18% crit damage. Needed that. We're gonna go ahead and toss that. It's got low rolls, and you don't really need the HP. Same deal there. It's an attack percent. That's decent. Let's see if we can get some crit damage going off this one. Come on, 20%. Seabrit. Hey, 19. Good enough. That one's gone. That's not bad. We don't really need to power it up right now because we're looking for crit rate more than anything. We can try to roll this. It's got some low bases, though. Not much to go off of. Nope, HP. Not worth. Alright, let's take a look at what you got going on for your Lucians at the moment. So you got Fatal on the 1. Decent crit rate. That's not bad. 75 is good. 80% is kind of the benchmark for whether or not you can deal with some of the fire monsters out there. You're definitely not shredding a Kumar with this, though. It should definitely work in Giants as is, though. For sure. Maybe try to shoot for a little more crit damage. Let's see what we got. 10% crit rate there. There's 14 of your crit rate there. It's all spread out. No high rolls. That sucks. Do you have any blade runes that can maybe help that out? Ooh. Not really at the moment. Doesn't look like. How's it going, David? How's your mirror looking? Nah, I can't cannibalize any of that. What about this Lucian? You've got him on Rage. His crit damage is a lot better. I think. Yeah, a lot better. Crit rate, again, 70% is fine. It'll work great for Giants. His attack's a little bit low. And you've got them built fat, so they'll be kind of slow, but... Okay, so Rage runes are what you need. 22 speed. Wow. That's, okay. I don't know that he necessarily needs it because you've got him built slow. But we're gonna go ahead and sell these green ones and that white one. 40k. And we're gonna try to craft you some rage runes. Because if you're gonna try to run Lucian on it, he needs good ones. There's some crit rate. We'll keep it in case you get like an Escher or something that needs HP. That one's gone. Nope. At least with these, like, you get a lot of mana back from them. I try to stick to crafting the three mains, Violent, Rage, and Despair. I'll do some Will in there too, just because everyone needs better Will runes. Accuracy main. Not on Rage, that's for sure. Damn. Nothing really worthwhile there. We'll let you finish crafting all that, but make sure you do. Crafting is key at this level. It's how I've gotten most of my great runes. Any possibility of switching to a Swift set? Nah. Alright, so we've got this decent Lucian here. That needs to be 15 for sure. Even with the crap subs. I mean, it's got 14 attack and 12 crit rate. It was probably blue. Not bad. But the subs that rolled off it are a little disappointing. That's another speed that could potentially roll into one of these crazinesses. Forget I said that word. But let's see if we can't get a high crit rate roll here. So if we can get like 15% crit rate, this one might be more worth it. And we are not going to do that. Might be like 12 though. Might bring it up a little bit. I think the 22 speed's probably better though. I can't believe that roll. What is with accuracy today? I think these runes are probably going to be your best in the way of rage. But let's see if you can't pull something better using, like, I don't know. We'll see what you got. Attack percents. Not much, huh? You just don't drop 2 slot attack percents. We're going to include the crit rate sort. Okay, so if you do a Swift build, I think you'd have to unrune lag, unfortunately, to do it. And I know you don't want to do that. So we're not even going to bother with the rest of that. I think this is probably your best Lucian build at the moment. But if you 6 them, you start using them, you should be able to get some better stuff out of it. As far as the broken set goes, though, I might honestly say move that to Bernard. Just because 5 more speed does make a difference. That is the rune that needs replacing most, though. These two, honestly. That only because you don't need crit rate on Bernard. You just don't. I mean, I've seen attack Bernards. They work great, but they have crit rate in their subs, and they're running a crit damage 4th. Because of that speed-based second skill. But obviously speed is the number one priority. Bernard just does not take a second turn in PvP. He shouldn't. I mean, he will. Probably frequently, actually. But it doesn't matter that he does, I guess is my point. Further than that, let's look at your Megan. Megan looks good. If you bring Bernard's speed up too much, it might be a bit of a problem just because she won't be 30% behind him anymore. So you're going to want to bring her up a little bit too, and crit rate mains, man. What are you doing to me? Hi. We're going to roll this. For sure. There's 10 speed. Already better than the rune on Megan. Not that you realistically want to run crit damage on Megan, but this might be a replacement for... Wow! 15. I think this is already a better rune for Bernard. Pretty sure he was at 14. And it's got accuracy in it. Ah, I gotcha. Well, definitely go back and rewatch some of what I've said. This is definitely a better rune for Bernard, though. Yeah, for sure. It's got accuracy, it's got one more speed. Much very. Such need. Further than that, Megan, I don't know if your dragons is consistent. If it's not, this is why, right here. Her HP is low, her defense is low. I mean, other than that, her stats look great. She doesn't need all that crit rate, though. I don't think we do. This is more for, like, free rune removal in a week, or week and a half, two, whatever it's at. I would avoid keeping the crit rate mains that you've been picking up. Just because it looks like that's about all you've got, to be honest. But let's take a look at your Giants and Dragons teams. We're gonna go to that next after we check your shop real quick, because OCD can't let that sit there. So Necro, you're stuck on 8. Giants and Dragons, I think you're consistently clearing. This looks like a fairly fast team. But all right, so what are we gonna be looking at once you add your Lucians? How's your Theo look? Little slow for Swift. Oh, his runes aren't maxed, that's why. Not bad. He'll get there. I wouldn't run him, though. Probably lag as a safety net. I would go... I would probably do this plus double Lucian, is what I would do for your speed team. Until then... Let's try... One more damage dealer. One more damage dealer. Do you have Spectra built? No. But this might work. She's not vamp. We're gonna try this. I don't know if it'll work because Hua isn't on vamp, but it might work. You've got 2 counts of CC and a lot of damage happening. But see, Bernard's not getting that defense break off. There we go. We're gonna focus the mid-boss just to avoid any weird stuff happening. Come on, Galley, where's that defense break at? Is your Galleon max skilled? I feel like you should have landed it. Either of those times. There it is. Maybe too little, too late. Oh, down goes Hua. Oh, he's not quite. Is his 3rd skill maxed? Come on. It's not gonna clear. There's no way. Unless Lag's just gonna pull some OG shit. Ah, close. Okay, close. I think if Hua had survived, it would have cleared. Ah, 3rd skill's not maxed yet. That's why. Okay, if you max this 3rd skill, that team might clear as is. And that should be like a 130 time tops, I think. Between Lag and Sig. For sure. Have you bought your Devilmon? Yep, okay, good. You've got about, what, 2 weeks max on his skills? Oh, nope, a little bit more. Lizard, this is my buddy Rave's account. Kind of helping him out move into the late game. Whoops. So I think if you max Galleon, that should be a fast Giants team, and it should be fairly consistent too because of how much CC you have. Take Galleon out of this. I don't know if that clears, but if it does, it shouldn't. I'm gonna be honest. Bella's unviolent. That's probably why it does when it does. Your Bella looks good. Bella looks very good. But fixing Megan's runes, this will be your Dragons team. We'll see if it clears as is. It should be like a 2-minute team. 2 to 2:30. I get alerts for like 6 different accounts getting secret dungeons opened. Just because I've logged into so many at this point. Still not working properly? Honestly, I think Megan and Bella are the keystones for that. Vertihile needs 100% crit. Megan needs like 2 to 220 speed. Towers shouldn't be an issue with this team, to be honest. It should not matter. It's just rune quality. Gotta make sure your best runes are on your dungeon teams until you're ready for straight just PvP, and then your best runes go on your defense monsters. But I'm not even there yet. And down goes the mid boss. There. Oh, come on. Don't kill the Vero. There we go. But like my team does it without Megan having max skills. She was a level 30. Sig does a good amount of damage though. He's looking really nice. Toad poison. Oh, come on, Bella. We needed the defense break, bro. We needed it bad. Could be speed. It's usually accuracy, though. Accuracy is usually the downfall for most people. You don't actually need violent runes on any of these monsters, though. You can do this team on nothing but Giants runes. So I would definitely focus down on Giants if you're not able to clear dragons. Yeah, we all hate accuracy, buddy. It's okay. And there's the clear. New best time. Dang, 3 minutes is really your best time? Yeah, we'll show all his runes. Actually, his Sig is really nice. It's a point of pride for him, I think. Should be, if not. 100% crit rate. You don't need 100% crit rate, I promise. I was doing it with 65, I think, which is incredibly low. Shoot for like 70. Vlad, just fuse. That's all you need to do, buddy. Check this out. Not bad runes at all. That needs to be maxed. He'll do a little bit more damage then. 100% crit though. Cheeky bastard. But like all in all, those stats are kind of attainable. Take away like 30% crit rate, and you're looking at normal SIGs. He doesn't even quite need that much speed. So from there, we've got 100% crit Verd with a crit rate 4th slot. He's got the HP 6, so he's a little bit tanky. 30% resist. Why have you... Oh, that's why you haven't reappraised this. Inbuilt speed. In the words of the immortal A Day to Remember, it will be the downfall of us all. Zero crit damage. Zero crit damage. Oh, you poor thing. Yeah, so anyways, like, this Verd is easily matchable. It's like mid-tier speed, 100% crit, which is basically necessary, to be honest. I think mine sits at like 95, and even that makes me fail sometimes in my speed runs. But he needed the damage, so that's why mine's that way. The Bella, 41% accuracy, 4% more would be perfect. Definitely. Otherwise, great. A+. Moving to Vero, again, accuracy is the only thing I would change. 190 speed is great. 180 on Violent is fine. '19 speed. Nice sub. Megan, again, Swift anything, to be honest. I think mine's like Swift Blade, because that's what I needed. Oh, Vero's your problem. What's wrong with Vero? He needs to go second, right after Megan. It needs to go Megan, Vero, Bella, Sig, Vertihile, at best. Like, if you can make it the best. Otherwise, it can go anywhere, but Vero has to go before Bella and Sig. 100%. Like, that is necessary. Yeah, focus some runes on him. Put him on Swift. Legit, like, take the Violent set off him. Or use the Violent set we got for free for clearing dragons, and he should run fine then. Megan's speed looks good. Accuracy looks fine. Dial back that crit rate and get an HP sub on her, because this is not going to be consistent ever. That clear was probably luck. I mean, it was probably a good clear, to be honest. It'll probably clear like 9 times out of 10, but that one time you fail is just heartbreaking. And you don't want to see that every 10 runs of dragons you do, because believe you me, there will be a lot of them and you will throw your phone about half of them. There's a crack in the back of my phone because of that. Anyway, yeah, so that looks pretty good. Your Lucians look fine. Just work on sixing them and skilling them is really like the most you need to do right now. And skill that Galleon ASAP. And you'll be running giants in like a minute 30. So, fix Megan. Swap Bernard's fort slot out. 6 Lucian. Skill Galleon. That's the best advice I have for you right now. 89k left. What can we do with 89k? I promised we'd spend 2 mil. We'll grab that crystal real quick. Let's go back to the runes. Screw it. Oh. Well, hetero. If we can get some mad crit rate, crit damage rolls off this, Lucian can be on energy. Ugh. Ooh. 14% crit damage. %21 crit damage. And we're out of mana. 200 mil spent. So, yeah, that's what you do with 200 mil, guys. They're 200 mil. Jesus, I wish. No, 2 mil. Hit that 2 mil mark before you do anything. Like, build it up, then spend it all. Otherwise, you'll end up like me, mana poor all the time and dropping like 40, 50k at a time into each rune, and it'll never go anywhere. But, anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and, sign-off phrase. I need a sign-off phrase. Praise our Jesus. Catch you guys later.